2025-2026 Ghana Premier League big game. Ebre ene Drew. Ekukutam enimponi enintiri ebechire omobobre. Asante Kotoko ewa Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Womani Accra Heart of Folk ene edi ebweni. Wine ena eswa ahincheno. Eya Asante Kotoko, the Porcupine Warriors. And Accra Heart of Folk, the Phobia Giant. Wine edi nkunim. Sunday, February 15th, 2026, 5 p.m. And a Jumediano Eshassie live every Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Jumediano live. And we're near TV. Ghana Premier League Super Clash. It is more than fun.
And yawada February boswende da toso eduenu emienu ebraso se yetrase na yede agudie mu nsem erebesom wo hyale so se GPL Fie emre and aso yatrase se ni de nsem bibre na na yede ebro ye be entered into the Ghana Premier League weekend El Baba Yara Sports Stadium eho and the biggest game ever the Ghanaian footballing calendar FM Heart of Folk Etwa Kumasi Asante Kotoko ewa the Ghana Premier League Super Clash. Why? Ena ebedi enkunim ewa the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Don't forget, say other interesting games and so ebekoso ebi ekoso ewa Takwa ebi ebekoso ewa Tuba and other venues ewa the Ghana Premier League. Media di Solomon abakwa Superman meni abeja for betrase ne yesi kunya na fe ye de GPL Fie no e de ababe so ha on Ghana Premier League nkomo nyina yetimi ehwe na fe ye di no Thursdays from 9 to 10 p.m. e de yetrase ne ye de nkomo no etimi e de aba ene no pese wo hu e de no pese wote the euphoria, the atmosphere ahead of the crunchy duels of the Ghana Premier League in no aha ne betrase na yedi enkomo yana ye ho na yemrate ye ba abejafo me no mo betrase no wo mo aye crado e wa ha ye ba na fe ye ba be hye enkomo twetwe no ase ye twe ye ho mbrase ma mienu ye ba ye bedi enkomo. Samu akwaba edeba onia TV so GPL Fie and when you go to NAO channel Thursdays from 9 to 10 p.m. area tenase na for the Ghana Premier League ehun komono yedebe somo and there legends of the game and tenase players that has enjoyed a stellar career as footballers bimo ejidini ewo Heart of Folk ebiso jidini ewo Asante Kotoko na ye building up to the Super Clash no wo mo e de difata say no mo tenase na yedin komo mo mabo bi da experience bi da and ye better say yedin komo but edi kai mame and welcome Mohammed Shaban or a statistician at the Ghana Football Association or a regular I will show you so in terms of the Super Clash no the we kucha ye de beso mo no uyim krabe show mo good evening Bibi Aboko there
Bibi Aboko na onso e
nyame abdo I say na wa ho forma na ye different power
of course Super Clash is the biggest and even in Africa, Mekai 2004-2005 CAF Confederation Cup final, it was Heart of Folk Kotoko and Mekai Saye na many aje. And I know that's very soon.
Saye na we say.
Oh, Saye na many fika ka men dija me.
Me kasa we ni fie me say na we to wase. Mo komo na ye di. Saye na we say.
And me say me calculate time be ko. Na me che say that time na many fie a me ko ba me ma me tumi suma me ko na ba that time de na oledi na me hye na se ba o ka bibi say omo amabobo ni bi da. Ba me no me masuma abobi da o. One bomb din say me
one Super Clash ni bi da.
Super Clash me.
Aha, now to Ghana how about Super Clash as a players on count. Mo aside Mo Shabano, yene legends and you know Eddie Kobo me immediate left a former captain of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He's been a player when him wabo as a left winger. Oh the Super Clash ni mu. Wabo as a left back. E was Super Clash ni mu. He scored in the Super Clash. He's made assists in the Super Clash. And are a big player when it comes to Kotoko Eddie Hearts encounter. Eric Donko Ajone. Eriko, Akwaba. The last time I share, I say after that, Kotoko, I'm you.
Dabio,
na mo share abeta mo
yeah program no we were on the 5th
yes
5th November
yeah
na 9th year sham
mo share I say and I make sure I'm beside prediction because if I'm predicting I predict be baby
oh yeah Kumasi dey done there eduana abeshare no abeyi film no
Eric ba me ma wa kwa ba keku I say show what started them
me ni bra bre no last week na mo Kumasi ni bra bre no
okay Martin Bacho we a left back and attacker me call a goalkeeper ho or no super class in what da this is crano or goalkeeper through Chromosawa heart to focus and train one for the super class and Eric there and I'm here Sunday baby Ben Mensah a former goalkeeper at the Accra Heart of Folk it's here they the technical team now a part of one more a youth setup no way a goalkeeper trainer or the youth setup no more Aroras no and on a better Dombote handle Ben Akwaba
no for correction me or Oaks FC me
Oaks okay what the any man no we me sit go na ejuma oh okay that bibia boko there send the kra mo share ana and no say Aras share okay
yeah we boy there Saturday
small Saturday okay but I saw why fool has the more there sir
yeah more there
has the more there
pa
wow and I compose because we can help mushi but I know super class na also
more there
but to ban why din Eric you know now
me say na me omo name bia
we silent samurai
yeah me share anya gidigidi ba me
Eric ya shatawale na we right it's Benjamin Mensah and what's the car yeah zoom straight to action now don't forget sir Jumedi dey stream live on Facebook or your TV and after the Ghana Premier League official page me ba cho okwa obetimi leave comment e ho team be na wo support on Sunday is a Kotoko and our Hearts of Folk we Kotoko nia for our prediction to us here ya beje brania kan e dia ma we Hearts of Folk nia for our prediction to us here Sunday yes Stormy Baba Yara Sports Stadium 5 p.m. and a big clash no etimi of him yeah weekend exciting games are ever so in the Ghana Premier League don't forget say ayadia Mediama etna TNA Stadium normally Ediana FC where a top of the table clash first and second and a Dibweni 11 wonders wamaso ebetna a UG University of Ghana Sports Stadium normally Vision FC Ediabweni on Sunday Ubenya Bechem United ewa nanafo su Jiabo Park omni Young Apostles and a Brekum Chelsea ewa Golden City Park omasene Heart of Lions and a Ebebweni Orem ewa a Swedro Sports Stadium Swedro All Blacks omni FC Samates and a Ebo Gold Stars omo betina bibiani dance park omo ne basake Holy Stars ebebo Dreams el Kaswa Tuba Astrate for omo ne Karela and ebo Ho United omo betina Ho Sports Stadium omo ne Nations FC then the big clash the super clash no Baba Yara Sports Stadium Asante Kotoko omo ne Hearts of Folk and na etim ehwe na omo edia bueni mame hyase enfam free Mohammed Shaban hodnom na yenremo ewo Mediama Sporting Club ene aduana 4:30 p.m. ewo the Takwatiene Stadium enko say a win for Mediama seals the title for them mo fire remo kakra
well I idea ebe show say of course Mediama are ready to win the league title maka say 39 points are in the last 13 fixtures no Mediama ewo at ejuma bebreye and this is one of the games able to determine omo fate unim Mediama Sporting Club, Ocean League table now, Ediana, and it looks like a top 4 battle, no. This weekend, and Mediama can get the league trophy if they win this game because clearly, Omusha 12 matches, Omenya 46 points, and Unya 60 points are per the records of the league. No waje, the Odeba count your bonus or person will achieve na edimao as history. Now, over Ediana FCR, our 36 points, currently 7 points separating them from Mediama. So Ediana so we need a bit to make close a year gap, no. So as soon as Heart to folk ni kotoko results no so benya effect a game no so. And then as well as a year baby any goal stars and so game almost but yenhwe Mediama any team one ye friend Ediana. Unim so mukuta similar records going into this fixture. Now, Omuni now qualify from the FA Cup a year round of 16 to the quarterfinals. Omuni na penalty. Omuni na winning 4-2. Omuni na so omuni omo opponent ne boy no. First round na Mediama any Samates ebo 1-1 ewo a year TNA. and omo be share FA Cup game no and the draw 0-0 and a call penalty and na media ma win 4-2 then Ediana nso ekokotoko home first round ekoball Premier League ekoball 1-1 then omo wie na game no call penalty and omo so win 4-2 on penalties. Similarities in terms of records going into the league fixture and yet one say first and second now now Ediana pick form at the right spot, especially away form that confidence playing away games. But for Mediama Sporting Club, one of those unbeaten sides in the Premier League with Fie, and at a point Mediama went 17 games including that away game Ediana ko ball Doma goalless draw. It was a time and Ediana very close to the league title. That league in Australia. Now a time that league in Australia, but that game ended in a draw, and that is a commodity. And of course, one of the results are Emma Ediana Paba league in their fixture against Mediama Sporting Club. That goalless draw happening, but a midfield battle. Now yeka Salim Adams of Mediama, yeka Prince Owusu of Mediama, Fuzi Taylor, one of the corner kick expert in the Premier League. But cancer no let me show you Diana so omo uze Salim Bafada and two Salim battle were made for Salim Adams, Salim Bafada of Diana. Then of course Maxwell Atasedu Sana, one of the box-to-box midfielders in the Ghana Premier League. And a midfield battle, Adeba Kwame who are Mediama team, the opponents are strong in the middle, usually breaking down yet day. One is against Between United and in a draw, and some important fixtures I will expect to say Mediama come fun smooth, name acquired in their mom. A tough one, Shoba Aristika, a tough coach, usually we are the antes no as your person had you should be against Kotoko. No Kasa no aji yellow card or Brankets now aji red card or Kosuedo a man card and the other day or bet me show that antes no on the day. But thank you Ibrahim, very relaxed at the touch line and a match game no vibe will be. But don't forget that Friday China the results is going to have an impact on the super clash. Say Mediama dropping points are hopes no a high for the 3 or 4 teams are Omuchesi league in Australia. Right.
I know Mo Shaban. Na kan pesa me call me guest because majority of the conversation ebe center around the super class. But just a few what the game no better so amame na omomami just a few inputs ewo game ne so kakra ewo hodom. Don't forget say Basake Holy Stars woman so cup baby any omoni baby any Gold Stars na kwakobo Western Derby baby any Gold Stars and so unbeaten Fie. Maminko Eric ho. Looking at the dynamics of the league, who drop a point at home, the likelihood say near also airborne at home no. Onya points in the penne or close cup no. Gold Stars a defending champion. This season they are yet to lose a match. 36 points in Mukra. Will they be a team able to me amounted that stronger competition to Mediama winning the title this season?
No. Me can no just say yes. I'm very tough. I'm home. We had then stadium now. Yeah. Even against House of Folk, against Kumasi Asante Kotoko or Honum, they play very well. And now they have a very good defensive setup. Yeah. Looking at the experience of Atenga, Gideon, Mo. Yes. The only problem I'm coach now. I'm permanent earlier during the season. Yeah. But Shepherd, they are very difficult side to beat them at the Den Stadium.
Eric Don Corono feel say team and the baby any Gold Stars at home will be very difficult. Say Basake Holy Stars to me I can't pick a point against them. But team Bakua all of a sudden Enyama na ensedan kuye but they are gradually picking result, especially against Kotoko. Was Heart of Lions when Omutine Fie a winning by 3-1 against Kotoko. Omobo against Brekum Chelsea. Ben, no former coach Samuel Buodu the team and Omu Ekoshia. But share Hereford after that 3-1 against Kotoko. No, you see so betimako a year Brekum Ekonya point against Brekum Chelsea.
I think game be out of France with a lot of confidence. Yeah. Because winning against Kotoko, a big match and ultimately winning already we are motivated ahead of this clash. and Brekum Chelsea. And him say and say almost struggle kakra. Of course. But almost on position no nye. Nti
almost 16th on the league.
Yeah,
almost to me crowd.
Almost na say we Brekum ma out of France in the show. Nti a very tough game. Win be slim win, but I'm going for Brekum Chelsea. A slim win for them.
Eric, Kasi Mingelaba, Wabefa Swedro All Blacks. It was a team where na Obi Anim said the way almost started here, almost first game against Nations. No matter first goal, they are the second game will be winning 3-0 against Brekum Chelsea, only to go to Doma, Akosha first goal. As at the last minute, Ibiana Betia winning. But I have very difficult in recent times. This weekend, Otifie, do you feel say against all the odds, Kasemingo Betima could damn the fortunes? Because almost a relegation of 14th position, Omutimi.
Oka Swedro All Blacks are. Like I say, didn't Amunya these results, no, and as Amuche these results near inexperience. Because most of these players coming from
Division 1,
Division 1, Division 2. Amu need that scar to buy experienced players, and as a players are they wish Amunya to compete in the Ghana Premier League. But we shouldn't take away Kasim Menga, the experience of Ghana Premier League. He's been there throughout and through, and I think he can do something with the club, looking at their position. But it will be very, very difficult for Swedro All Blacks. But this game, I think, they'll win. They'll win on Sunday.
All Blacks, don't forget, Swedro All Blacks on Sunday. Almost 8 me FC Summer Test. Almost your former winners of the Ghana Premier League and Summer Test. And so, I say, almost finding a certain rhythm this season under Christopher Ennin.
Yes, along the line, I'm picking from last 5 matches. I'm conceding.
Yeah,
the last 5, and I'll go against Swedro Blacks. I'll concede power, and Ebasa not the problem. All Blacks, but their big challenge be All Blacks in that, and I can tell you, so drop it points or for 1 point to cry or bet drop it to the relegation.
Because Vision Airboy 11
or boy 11 one there's possible with 95%.
Or United Airborne Nations home obetime win and we near 23
Brekum Chelsea. Yes, and for Brekum Chelsea the only problem at All Blacks to cry when you say how we near just 1 point difference. But again, Vision were advantage, Brekum Chelsea were advantage. About 26. Now we drop here about 24. Now about 16th place. And so Swedro Blacks drop it about 16th place and one because the relegation zone here competitive. Because it's competitive, me just a team some battle in Nano, I the potential to avoid relegation.
From Karela United.
Yes, from Karela our 27 points. So our potential to avoid relegation. And Obia could a good team. The unfortunate say, Nyama bin Ankoyi no mode down. And the All Blacks, if you onyade, abontin so onyade, and that is a big problem for them. But they have to go all out against a side who are currently one of the best teams in the Premier League, especially the last 5. Christopher Enin, with me, I build a good team. Kofi Agbesi Memo, Chomo defensively, and so it's going to be tough. But All Blacks, trust me. These are games I had against nations. We spoke about it. I'm going to win against Young Apostles, against Karela United, against Heart of Folk. These are fixtures. And I was say, I'm changing something. And Kasim the third game, the first game against Gold Stars, Olusu 1-0. The second game against the former team nations, Olusu 2-1. And the third game, he can't afford to lose in the first game, especially Fie, where in the first home game as coach of Swedro All Blacks. He can't afford to lose that fixture against FC Samate.
Right. I know I am more Shaban. Other games, and Concord because we can the attention, the focus, the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. I want a heart to folk. Wamo Etua Kumasia Sante Kotoko. Na Omo Edia Bweni. Ahead of the game, interim manager and our coach Edema Sante Kotoko, Prince Yao Owusu, what is some kakra Edia Tofem. Saso Edamasu Didi Dramani, honestly a coach, Edema Accra Hearts of Folk, one also Akasa Kakra, ahead of that crucial encounter on Sunday.
I think what I would say, we are ready. We're starting training today to face Hearts of Folk. One thing I'll bring back to us on the last game we played, we didn't have our way, things didn't go well for us. We have to make amendment, and we're ready to work very hard this week so that we can close up the gap. to get a win from Hartlepool. We are here for them. We are here to play for them to entertain themselves. And what they were looking for, we were not able to give to them. And so when they react, they have the right to do that. But I'm so glad nothing worse came out of it. But we just apologize. That will not happen again. So let's see the way forward. We can get it better for them every time we come out. When it comes to House of Folk and Kotoko, I don't count by what has happened before. It's the performance on the day, on the pitch, and how bad the other team wants it. That's what gives the results. So we are also starting to try and get ourselves ready for the game.
As you can see, we are on training grounds and we are preparing so hard towards that match. So we are fully focused, and then we are here, and then we are working hard towards that. This is our home grounds, and probably everybody should be looking out for us, and we are going in for a win. We are giving them assurance because that is what they want, and we have to make them happy by winning the match. For now, the league is not over. We are going so hard for the league because we set the target for ourselves, so therefore we are not giving up until the last game of the league.
We are working more on our goal scoring, and we also need to get more goals in that match. So I think we are ready for Sunday. We need that point very seriously, and I think we will, based on that point, to win our supporters' heart back. I think we haven't been consistently in our matches, so I think that match our supporters need it so much. So I think we need that 3 points. As you can see, it's 13 matches and it's not over. And all that I'm saying is that our supporters should just believe in us and always stay behind us through bad times and good times. And I think everything is going to be all right.
Everybody knows the importance of clashes between House of Folk and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I have been fortunate to also work, serve Kotoko, for about 4 years, and so I know what they stand for, and I know their traditions these clubs hold in Ghana and Africa, and so I think that's the preparations is not just today. The preparations is just like any other league game, but this comes with its own commitment, energy, effort, everything. The players, you need not to tell that. I don't discuss when I'm playing this game. I don't discuss the opposition. I only will discuss them when we are watching the videos. But the preparation is just to enhance and improve what our style of play is about. Is to improve what our game philosophy is all about. Is to improve our club culture. Is to improve our ways of what we do on and off the pitch. And I believe that when you came here, you saw that this is the really House of Folk that I have heard about. You can see how everybody is noisy, how everybody talks, how everybody works. Today is a day for our strength training, and still we don't go out of our tactical inhibition. And so I think that it's a game that will come with all the passion, all the energy, all the effort, everything. And it is not like just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 45 minutes. It's 90 minutes plus more minutes. And so we need to stay very focused in everything that we...
Coaches, and I feel players, and I'm doing some Mo. You started with Asante Kotoko. There's a change of coach, Prince Owusu. But an experienced manager. He's coached. He was part of the backroom staff at Mediama. When Sudan crack coach, I remember the national under 17. He was an assistant coach. He has a lot of history. Your local league in Emo. Now Ejuma no ni kra for Asante Kotoko coming up against a veteran in Masudi Dramani. Ebekon is saying based on one more history in the league. Well,
at a point myself now me feel say Abdul Karim Zito bebo super clash near, but then Prince also take charge of the team. He's in part of the team until he knows the players in and out. Going into the fixture, and Prince also said the old boy and at a point not conviction FC technical team and so or your coach at time on more Division 1 no with you which is so on him grassroots with DHL and he's been working so hard. The first tax near now Ejuma Wabe Fanosu because Coach Abdul Karim Zito as a coach of Asante Kotoko against Heart of Oak. Obaye, about the second round of the 2024-25 Ghana Premier League. Only has about goalless draw. Our Accra Sports Stadium. Then the next league fixture no, was Heart of Oak 1-0. Before that, na President's Cup with me as Heart of Oak we lose to top 4. But in 2 competitive league games, you know, we are picking 4 points, and it makes it difficult. Say, Coach Prince Owusu Babe take over and be maintaining sa records Abdul Karim Zito. It me 30, you know. Now, offer Coach Abdul Karim Zito also Abeyebi Okotoko, having played some couple of Super Clash, but then Oche ne Bob Repa, Oche se Jumano, Obetumi aye. But you try the 2 teams, you know. Now, Heart of Oak away versus Kotoko, only the home team. And in terms of goals scored in the Premier League, Kotoko is the second best in terms of goals scored. We media machine China. Kotoko has 28 goals. Heart of Oak second least most goals scored in the Premier League. Apart from 11 wonders, I have 14. Heart of Oak I have 15. And then also just say Heart in terms of goal scoring no problem. But then the issue also say Kotoko is playing the best defensive setup team. We consider 7 goals per in the Premier League, and Kotoko consider 14 goals going into the Super Clash. In terms of goals scored, no 28 Kotoko ashe no solo emu 17 aba second half, emu 11 first half. In the second half Kotoko eticha passes no kosa sen kwabodu na afi goals ni yeden eba. Then for Heart of Oak no ache, but ba akope na esen first half 7, second half 8 and has share. Therefore has betimi share in the first half, obetimi share in the second half. But Kotoko total dominance in the second half. Now Kotoko ako a total of 10 home matches in the Premier League so far this season. We're winning 6 and our draw 4. Or you're unbeaten in the Premier League at home this season. That's 10. But who extended call last season now? Or the Heart of Oak starting record B. Now on the 17th of November 2024, Kotoko lose to Nations 2-0 Obuasi Lankley Stadium. Now a league game na a Kotoko home match. And lose to that game. Now say Dabi. Young Bo Obuasi bio. Ye Kokumasi, ye Kokobo Babaya, ye ntumi. Na sa time no sesi Obuasi aye ne kama. But sa game no defeat ne by na Lions defeat bi so die eche ansa na mo lose no say Yambo bio. And no dey call Babaya ra. Omo call Babaya no, omo di kan bo FA Cup match bi. Omo win in a league starting on 15th of December 2024. And omo dey Heart of Oak starting party no. And Omodi has started on the 15th of November 2024 now. Omodi winning back-to-back and improved performance. In the last 21 games of Abu Fie, Omodi unbeaten. Omodi winning 16 and 5 ending in a draw. In terms of home records, since November 2020, December 15th, 2024, Omodi unbeaten. The entire 2025, Omodi lose game. Ahead of their game against us. Heart of Oak also this season we bought 11 away matches. Now we winning 5 away we win challenge, but we lose 2 pair. And that 2 games are hard to lose here no. Or lose to Karela 2-0, and lose to Mediama 1-0. And the money interest is 4 now can end in a draw. Has last 2 away matches are on concede we share 4 goals. Hohoi 1-0, 11 wonders 3-0.
Okay.
We share 4 goals. And it looks like Heart of Oak away from almost cruise control. More facts, never. I think I started.
Right. Mo, Medasi, Honor. Mama started from Eric Donko. Eric, these are games what would be. You know how it feels going into the game. Ubit must share with some of the experience. Say Kotoko ne has ever, especially when Kotoko ever Baba Sports Stadium.
I'm say both coaches account the importance of the game and. As players, what you need to do. A game, fine, there is history behind it, but it's what you want on the day and who wants it more on the day. You don't prepare just the week before the game. 3 points, but it's a bigger game, but it's 3 points. So you have to be prepared for the game starting from season and I say every game because over game by game by game. Now build momentum to this big clash. And be extraordinary, but a big game. So you're ready to give your all and the badge you wear, because we shouldn't forget the fans. Yeah. That's what Coach Prince said. You give them something to cheer. Yeah. So gamer, you just need to play for the badge that you wear.
Now, sometimes not what the teammates need in command. A show emotions. A
be more anxiety set in. Make anxiety. Obiwa ebia ombo bida. And I say humbia to yes. But me no personally me koboa. Me only say game say obo against ebia medium and I say Diana and I say Chelsea. But the euphoria behind it in the money big. But I say okay, be calm. Now what you know how to do, no, you do it on that day.
Ben, udamu uwini bi ulusu bi psychologically as a goalkeeper. Se mo ko Kumasi Baba Sports Stadium against Asante Kotokwa. Mo preparation at a saying going into those games.
I think match be say especially Baba Yara. Me say I enjoy playing there. Ebano super clash I'm pen Baba Yara because one place as a full supporters or more Kumasi are very super. Omo are very loud. Omo feel at home.
Okay.
Omo ni ama yekra take pressure no off you the player. Ema perform well. Until me super clash me pen Baba Yara more than any other venue because of the supporters. Yeah. Me say the ombe before game no crab ma who play and who pay was stadium on him say already. Who win, yeah. Omo very super
but so would that pull mu na Kotoko the ball ba eya the surobi ba because the way the red color no be ye the were park no so na Kotoko be try say atalk so be win no eya the pressure bremo as players
when him say such matches who as player no na say on cycle same 11 players on the field like who ball any other team in the Ama Gold Stars, any other team. Yeah. The same 11, but the atmosphere around and Emma game no big. Yeah. Until you concentrate on the atmosphere, you lose it. My wife now walk park ni so. Now facing players no. At times you ball matches to say they are Gold Stars, Samatenia, and no crown at times difficult than us in Kotoko.
Oh really?
Yeah, very difficult.
Very difficult. And then the money very difficult saying Hasni.
Hasni Kotoko no. At times ni boy easy on the field. Me unu say normally easy.
Be a tactical.
Yes.
Be a person be committing mistake. Into I say game no looking normal.
So one thing is say only me kawa no. But only team player team beat them fan say. Bichim and I say bia younger post only kobo difficult in the sense say that player no or person obebo Kotoko na has so obe yes and very difficult but very difficult.
Yeah, into us and Kotoko no who as players say we are well prepared are very easy. Very easy kra atmosphere no dey very super ba e say wa adwin park ni so. If you are carried away by the atmosphere, how?
But you say sometimes players in be match, you know, it me to be so more running near there. During your time, which you experience, be say be what your body this over start say, but a hunty, I catch your coach say me home for me. Sunday man here tasi.
Yeah, say own experience be that. Baby, I hear the first time be a little bit difficult, but on your experience now, then. Me say me joining as of folk me first match against Kotoko Baba Yara na top 6. You winning by penalties. And my Eric Nebo penalty. My Mechi and I did winning. Yeah. And me first game. Yeah. And from the tunnel, PC. Me peja many share supporters no. Na me say yes. Kotoko around, but me sure scoreboard side no. And I me home balloons no red, yellow and blue no. And I me say kai. And crop for I be. What I say enti no muso awo I supporters say wo omuso abadi omu ye no. The omu ye no chale the vimba. Nti ma ejina na so to me bossa to a goalless draw and a game no travel into penalties and I winning penalties. One thing a game be a who as a player who cycle 1 year e be very easy amount. Very easy cry.
Right.
Then like Eric said, don't wait to sa week na here kotoko has no and start gidigidi no. I say on start preparation time. O prepare tema na easy amount.
Remember mo so na ye din kobo more what the players needs to do going into the game. But supporters no e kame I say game no do maji afa ahead of the game. Yes, important e could be sir both Hearts and the Kotoko supporters no. What more expectations for a Sunday? Say and bebre na e de omo komo to dwa.
I think say Kotoko no ne modern one from kakra Hearts de no e was slow kakra. But ye Kotoko ni de ka me prepare say me nya draw anka ye de anka me pe. Danse kama de meluso kaminya draw because has omba kumase a omo ahokeka na e wo soro sene akra ha and this omo ba kumase ya na eyehu ema kumase asante kotoko do seminya draw akabere ebe me de danse omo ba be sheme ya re akọ
kotoko de won pese omo chese omo tie ni so sa che ba di se de omo kwaso ba se potunere de omo ba je wa akra akọ omo ntumi yini yen kotoko e kwam bia enwu oba faso ebo yini wa Akra Sports Stadium. Once you are ready, say, on my 2 they feel I cook my Sunday, the mama pa. On the time, so you come with him. There can't be a buffer social media, the mama.
Bed 3 years, baby, I did be a boom home and a woman away. Next match, the first round on boys, yes, show me 1 day pay. We on bed 2 days to go to commercial house. Why? Ma, if Miss Reza, event got to supporters, no, will be Amra Park. While Mom Fanny said, a Diana year free women to Momma, more be unfair before she will be Amra Park. Na Sunday yabesha has
so we share form na as no koto omukita no de we share e bet my draw game ama as ama kotoko ni as e be draw ana koto sisi we share game na e go no for the five matches ni kotoko omu win as for no but this time around there on the board draw and as be winning.
Herbert Mensam or na ya Park and Agroned de. But now on Peniforno, Omo Head first came Mula born, Mama born, ye wooden fair. In Jama Fairs, Nanka, Mona, Nipa Bibli, and Neje, Yakana say Park as Ocono. They say Omonco, Timestre and Penforce, or Monfest Kanya day, Emula born.
They may catch them in Yan Kotoko and say, Yin I am Conyanko support to Timino. Young Stadium, young question Mumma. In fact, I support no woman so. No one to mention has for no my. No one to me and your crown has I pay.
Right, and supporters no there, or many gen or more train at that Christiana El Baba Sports Stadium. More technically, tactically, your expectation is saying statistics around the game. I think since 2012, it's been very difficult for Hearts of Folk to win a game at the Baba Sports Stadium in the Premier League. The last 6 meetings, Kotoko are dominant over Hearts of Folk.
Well, you better come about part 2, you be a best about part 3, but we both sides of fixture since 1958, and we say you share the history. I come, you sure say 2 legends. No one Kotoko, one has. You do baby obi ni be basakaka. You do baby so obi ni be jekaka because ebia information na eba en common. And this is our meeting since 1958. You have 119 league games. Now Sunday, a 120th league game, a historic. Untimi yim film. Say about 120 league games between Kotoko and Hearts of Folk. Kotoko winning 41, Hearts winning 38. 3 wins more. And Kotoko winning Sunday, I got 42. Hearts winning about 49. Now close gap no. The more Kotoko winning no, OBM, the more Hearts of Folk also winning no, close gap no. Now the total draws near 40. And then the total wins also representing the losses between both sides. And it has losing more games against Asante Kotoko. Now, the records are very key, and that has to do with Asante Kotoko. Say Obo Fie only Hearts of Folk, and since 2010. And before I ever share some records, the meetings between Hearts of Folk and Asante Kotoko since 2016. Now, unim say since 2016, omushia emu baako pe na aye odd. Dia kanina ekita the same pattern, and the same pattern the back we repeated this season and me nim say second one also betumi asia hwe bibi solo hwe 2016 1-0 for Kotoko 1-1 in the second leg. Nashe 2017 1-0 for Haas 1-1 for Kotoko. Nashe 2021 0-0 1-0 for Hearts of Oak. Nayenshe 2021-22 0-0 1-0 for Asante Kotoko. 2022-23 1-1 1-0 for Hearts of Oak. And now over 2023-24 and then the odd season. Odd season it just say Kotoko nya double. And double now Kotoko nya no. Osanche goes beyond what we were expecting. And then 2024-25, yes, I call back to set the year expecting.
And interestingly, the 2023-24 season, no, both home and away ni nyina happening e Baba Yara Sports.
Ni na so enti ema season we ekuta nkwa or special odd among all the seasons. Now, yenhwe bibi, yensambra back biom ni yendi nkomo. Solo there na hu possibly one will end in a draw, one will win in a defeat. And unim yenya first win and first round yenya go win 1-0. Statistically, second round game we was say ending in a draw between Kotoko and Hearts because of the pattern 1-0 and more especially sa 1-0 ninya bape 1-1 and 0-0 no ebetimi esi. That is what we are expecting. Again, yenhwe bibi odd season in here. Odd season, it took Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum to create that odd season in the Ghana Premier League. Now, Edentia, my best observing pattern be in recent years, coach ultimately share how to focus as Kotoko head coach, you know, a coach proud to that season, you know, not team our previously, no to me has. In the 2020-21, not Dr. War. Wafa. Unim say sa season has EG League kwa match the 34 Wafa share has. Or share no 1-0 Yusuf Ate free kick or share no. And obe take over as a coach in the 2021-22 season. Only has ball 0-0 and or share has 1-0 Frank Etoga Mbella. Then Osako Biom Okoye no coach omdine ba and because only track records against Hearts of Oak and has somewhere. Yes you bet 1-1 has so share 1-0. And that is 2022-23. And at 2023-24, almost like a doctor. Obaye no, and obe winning back to back. And now, also a Sankoye. Okoye 2024-25. First round, Dr. Nana, a boy, into 1, 2, 3 consecutive victories, wins against Hearts of Oak. Then again, yes, see, and say, Zito Subabe Fakotokono. Not in about 7 consecutive games. With dreams. With dreams against us. No, lose. And now, share now, Yenche pattern no share consecutively 2023-24. The last time Hearts beat Kotoko was in 2023. That was 2022-23 season. 2023-24 back-to-back wins, 2 wins. 2024-25 3 wins for Kotoko, 1 draw. 2025 season so no 26 a year boy Omasha 1 2 3 4 5 and na emu baako ending in a draw. And so for 2 consecutive seasons 2023-24 2024-25 Kotoko have been dominant over Hearts. Set weekend we game ending in a draw. Now just in 3 seasons Hearts into me share Kotoko. But member history way back na mean the last time one team my friend Hearts of Oak share Kotoko
in the league.
Kotoko
Baba Yara Sports.
And no everybody who they be a game debate me I then ako we the last time one Kotoko elusu game Fie, and that was in the year 2015. Hearts share Kotoko 1-0.
And that was the truncated league.
And 2015 year season FC Ashanti Gold. League, you know. And then 2016 Wild Stars, now Legon Cities. The season and truncated was 2018. And 2019 year ball normalization cap. And 2019-2020 the league was truncated. And so this is it. Until 2015, how many years? 16, 17, 18, almost 19, 20 years. Almost about 11 years. Hey! It is a wow back away about Miss Mano. Ekoto Johnny Ba. Still has it to be Eshe Kotoko Baba Yara Sports Stadium. But young for the last fact to be and Tuja. Na Yenshe. How I give your time in Inti. Yes, time in Inti. I will say me and a quick. Now, wouldn't say 2 goalkeepers way and Benjamin Asari. We lose one game per 11-8 win, 8 clean sheets, 4 goals conceded, win 6, 4 draws, 1 loss. Only maybe when you defeat no Kotoko.
Yeah.
Kotoko played a shame. Penalty. And that was the game one has conceded in the first half first. And that was it. And for Mohamed Kamara, we keep 10 clean sheets in 16 matches. Now, in total, Kotoko we keep 13 clean sheets. Dario Aziz Aruna were 3. And Mohamed Kamara were 10. For her to for 3 goalkeepers, Salif Schweib were 1 clean sheet in 1 game. Solomon Agbesi was 7 clean sheets. And Benjamin were 8
so 16 clean sheets.
16 clean sheets, 21 games. That's the least considered team in terms of performance. And so, a game one. Jimpa and Mohamed Kamara in the Premier League last season one conceded, this season unconceded. In the Premier League has Enfa ball, Enfa Nisuli Antoinette here.
Right. Saturday Valentine's Day enti ye nyina ye kokumase ye ne girlfriends ne bia ye nyina kokumase ye di Valentine we gba ko hebo. Enti nkran ne de ebia President Mahama de beka no ha no krampo ne ye try to betwe President Mahama and na kokumase because a big game enya blasters match ko na president ehwe enti bibia so betimi akọ
anka wo de yemu ka ho ana anka en create controversy bia yelemu ne ponano me bia
no to bo ase komo ne ye de wo se dey
me se bia anka wo yusu yelemu a na anka en koye se ya ye nkwan ye ko na ko create problem
enti pacho se Valentine okay well yeah no more worry so ka Eric we say Eric o timi kokumase abro beja ne wife wa ye te say Eric mo ben mu na say mo de obi akọ me de obi ani mu bia mo ne continue bia wa try say obebubu me kwan nyina yakopo esi ho bia say Erico match na dey crucial so what message would they Kotoko players as a former player as a former captain message ben would they be jaw
message kakra me be jaw me say mamu hwe de esi Kotoko no sa na ete and as a football in general sa na ete your times are obenya ups and down obenya results but how you come up how you raise up and fight. Kotoko a winning or rated club. Every time you hear say be winning, but football and I say nature, you don't win every time.
Of course.
So the American champs say they should raise their heads up, fight for the badge on Sunday. Oshe has of folk and Kotoko has a year, vice versa. A more momentum, a more confidence into your next games. They should just match up House of Folk on Sunday. They should play for the badge that they wear. And a simple message I'm both for the badge that I'm motion.
Ben, you see them always all the time so more a trainee. Who message as a former goalkeeper, a player what boy in this big encounter. Message Ben I would be just players now.
I can only tell them say I'm going into this game without any pressure. I'm taking us send other matches now. I'm taking us out taking easier. Easy more. Wow, the pressure too so now difficult. So I'll tell them say ye Kumasi die ye was support e wo yechi. Nti once I was support e wo yechi no omo ye omo niama ye no omo ntumi share send amo ma ye history no. A long time I to me winning. Yeah. Until this time around, no. A time I person and 10 in and I surely never bet any on Sunday. Surely I bet any on Sunday.
Eric says you.
I bet any on Sunday.
Okay.
After me hope you say after game, no. You bet any opportunity as an album then.
You be doing combo. Right.
But Sunday, never bet any. Yes, sir.
Oh, final words and wouldn't be board and so because. A lot of people now I didn't want to go into it because coaches do some crucial games here. And I'm person be weakness natural. But for the benefit of viewers, at the end we feel say be significant. It was a particular game we move.
Well, significant here. Hard to going with a 3-back system because some a lot of centre backs, some a lot of options. And we had the first round. Our Accra Sports Stadium now any different be maybe the only odd thing for Kotoko Peter Amidou Aqua and Onuna Obe Messi out in the game because of injury.
Yeah, I think we Swepra, Lord Hilary
Adabo, yes, Adabo and Prince Bedu are fit in perfectly for Asante Kotoko. This is the Haas 3 back and share the distance between Baba Adamu, Ali Mohammed, Esibe, and Omuna no Mujaba. Kotoko dominates here because Omunya a lot of spaces, and look at how Kotoko high pressing. Once a goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, look at the speed that Morrison doing so at the corner. So and then immediately Morrison corner so no tactically share Kotoko player, now share the spaces and all of them air cover and making sure say. The high pressing able to make advantage and they share hard to folk and Ebas and on the Hearts defense were struggling in terms of possession and again some of the high pressing mentality a dominance of midfield and this were earlier incursions hard to folk. Hamza Issa is very good in terms of this one-on-one. Maybe this season silver converted chances now a problem but then in terms of one-on-one you hold you on the ball now you and Kotoko defense a consider if you leave up some spaces like this because as at now I feel that defender back where tracking back you see I cut 1-2v2 and more until so to me beating a Becca on the goalkeeper and that is the problem I was a Kotoko to me rectify now again Usha Hamza Issa will be playing currently was 4 goals Mauli Wayo has 5 goals but at the end I'm sure say Coach Didi Becca say first round minimum come here benching Mauli Wayo in the first half and bringing him in the second half. This time, Obe starting Mauli Wayo, and this is hard to focus whenever they are attacking, and that will be the same pattern now where about 4 players in the half of a year Asante Kotoko. Now Kotoko, 1, 2, 3, and when against Heart of Lions, in terms of defending, how a Kotoko bet me a blocking opponent from scoring, and at this crucial moment. I was say mentality, equity, and Samba Onella has been a good player as a centre back. Henry Ansu or Joseph Amwa would be playing as a left back ahead of Patrick Esiedu. Then at the right back, also Lord Amwa are returning from injury, and obviously Prince Osukaye also one of the service or Messi. The wing back, a right wing back because of effort. The first round creating all the chances, and this is one of the chances. Peter Miduakwa, he was a tormentor on the day, and at this crucial time, I know it's hard to folk, a bit relieved with his absence. But Albert Amwa take you over. The first round of the Super Clash, Albert Amwa may see because not only Ghana, but at this crucial moment, he is back again, and games way. And a defining superstars. I can't just wait to see Kevin Osesibe,
Ali Mohammed,
Kevin Osesibe, Esibeni Amua battle, no? Yes, Esibeni Amua. On say Ebehu Esibe any Amua. That's banter now usually. Creating Yebetmania, Morrison doing so about Amwa, Saka Dauda, the attackers Walid Fuseni Hubert Jehu, Prince Bedu as a DM, Usia Mankwabe Fie as a wing back, Yebehu, Gordon Kujo, versatile player, one of the unsung heroes of our two folk. Abdul Karim is back again in the squad, Rafael Amponsan, and then we see Hussein, Wayo, Hamza Issa, and young player Henry. Possibly, yes, Kweku Boateng, one of the discoveries. Obviously, media bahan on Onimubi, but Coach Didi Dramani, trust me, Obetuma is unthinkable. But however it goes, I think it's a game where Untumi Tinafi and Kase Onko Stadium me, I can't miss any clip of this game because about end-to-end action, Didi cannot afford to lose again to Asante Kotoko. And like we said, the history, it's just a possible draw. Again, we are seeing Kotoko's dominance in the last 5 consecutive games in the Premier League, winning 4, drawing 1 in 2 seasons dominance. Some picky points in this game are 3 consecutive seasons dominance. And for Didi Dramani in the President's Cup, Olusu to Kotoko in the top 4, winning against Kotoko in a league game, Osanso Elusu. 3 matches against Kotoko, 1 win, 2 defeats, and clearly. Didi any Kotoko game and in the draw that meaning say statistics the general statistics ni beto aso and I did the history ebe base onun draw against Kotoko no ebetumi about to play on Sunday. Tough game with this quality of players to watch out for at the Babara Sports Stadium. Right.
I know Mohammed Shaban and Watson and Karo, but yeah, the Jumedi no Babesi. Mami Koje predictions and free these legends. You start from Friday game at Etofem. Ewo Takwa TNA Sports Stadium. Men starting from Ben Mensa. Mediama wamo etne fie obede biana. Why na ehye? Auntie, na mamenje the prediction.
Mediama dominance ewo TNA Park mede Bemanu win for Mediama.
Okay. 11 Wonders Vision.
Vision,
okay. Okay. How United Nations?
Very difficult game. I think it's a bad draw.
Okay, draw. Dreams in Karela.
Dreams Karela. For Dreams.
Dreams. Gold Stars, Basake Holy Stars.
Gold Stars.
Swedro Oblast Samates.
Draw game.
Brekum Chelsea, Heart of Lions.
Brekum Chelsea.
Bechim Young Apostles.
Bechim United.
Kotoko Heart of Folk.
Heart of Folk.
Okay. But we call Eric. Eric, Mediama, Ediana.
Mediama.
11 Wonders Vision.
Vision.
Asante Kotoko. Okay, you remember so later. How United Nations?
Nations win or he will draw.
Okay. Dreams Karela.
Dreams.
Ghost Stars, Basake Holy Stars. Swedro All Blacks Samates.
I see All Blacks win or draw.
Okay. Brekum Chelsea, Heart of Lions.
Brekum Chelsea.
Bechim Young Apostles.
Draw. I see draw.
Okay. Then Asante Kotoko, Heart of Folk.
Ben say I'm a share.
Okay. Intimaso.
Yabesham. Yabesham the area.
They say 1-0.
They make 80th to 90th minute.
Okay, we keep so around. Enti, I don't know. Me da say Obeka who yedi jumedi eba oti Benjamin Mensah, former goalkeeper, currently Oko Oaks Ladies, or na omo goalkeeper trainer. Ono so eba Saso era Eric Donko, one a former captain Edema Asante Kotoko, ono so by mo. We there me push you to the wall. We are statistician at the Ghana Football Association. We follow the trend. Heart away to Asante Kotoko. Baba Yara Sports Stadium, 5 p.m. on Sunday. Financial.
Trend ni 0-0.
What's it?
Trend ni 0-0.
Give me the bad draw.
Yes, per the trend, you know. A metrics now you analyze, you know.
Into the metrics in the twin chair. Who feeling to say?
Feeling in the metrics no because me BBI metrics, me BBI numbers. Until me need feeling.
We are winning 2-0.
Ben so we winning 2-0. We person next week yes and share.
We are winning 2-0. Don't worry.
Okay. Every time for in 24 no be adding a prediction but me prediction is say match no Sunday 5 p.m. Wow be should be a jubility. It's a house sha me girem Kotoko sha me girem me team was akese yare body division 20 pressure be here so that here I na brema yakwan am ya de dwumedie no e de asi asra kese enkoba the entire crew wo mo e de timi keka de maboma e de buy from director see the switches ekwakopi mu lighting cameras sound obi obeka ho bia no very big thank you enko enfama media de Solomon Abanko the Superman. On behalf of the entire production crew, we say a very big evening and from our Sunday, Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Yakramo.